I'm gonna rob you, shoot you, pull your pants down, grape you in the bubble hole, put you in timeout. Man, that's just the state of the rap culture that I see, but I'm just trying to make a little. But what's up? What's up? I'm Dai.
And I'm Jess. Welcome to this ASMR. Listen to me chew on these sweet tarts.
Sweethearts? Hell yeah. We'll get into Culture Corner after sports news, so stick around for that,
And
guys.
this week on Savage Sports, Jaylen Brown reveals shocking truth about NBA agents and why most players lose their fortune. And then Enes Kanter freedom. Is that what that's right?
I think so.
And Royce White's WNBA draft declarations expose league's transgender eligibility gap and ignite national debate.
Then in Culture Corner this week, NolanWells case update, DOJ FBI review, phone wiped, and new federal threat charges explain how Tyga's AI produced album Starface ignited industry backlash and changed music forever. Shit's changing in the music industry, people, for a lot of regular people that just use AI nowadays, just quick money, put it on these streaming distribution apps, and hope to God they make millions of dollars, like no creativity going into it, but we'll definitely get into that. And then inside Courtney, Clenney's manslaughter plea, the toxic love, legal battles, and racial justice debate. Yeah, that influencer that's been in prison and then now yeah, it's big news. So, always stay to the end for our views. We break down the news, add context, and give our honest take. Spark discussion for educational and entertainment purposes. Let Culture Speak Live, episode 86. Welcome back to the show. Let's get into it.
Turn the mic on, let the culture speak. Gossip, sports talk, 7 days a week. From the courts to the streets, headlines stay bleak. Talk shows out now, let the culture peak.
Jess, anything on football this week? I saw the Raiders play. Anything on Washington Jr. that you or McCoy,
Washington Jr., that boy.
running back?
That boy broke out for a nice 53-yard game. It
Mm-hmm.
was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yes.
I'm like, if that O line, if you are a Raider fan and you seen the Raiders O line last season, and mind you, him breaking out for that long run was in the second. It was in the second string O line. That wasn't even first string O line. So that is very encouraging to see because their O-line was garbage last season. And I'm just off of the first game, I feel a little bit better. Even Genty was able to bust through the middle. We didn't see that last season. He was dancing in the backfield a lot. If he's able to run downhill, oh God. In Washington, oh God.
Yeah, you
Oh
got some
man.
good running backs right there.
If the O-line really holds up,
Mm-hmm.
y'all better watch out. The defense, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, about that, but the offensive line, it looks promising. So hopefully we see more Fernando Mendoza too.
Mhm.
He's a rookie, and he looked good. He looked like a rookie, but he also looked like
And starting wise, no, he's not gonna start like that.
I hope that Kirk Cousins does start this season to give him some time. But I did hear today that Clint Kubiak was talking to his assistants about uh divvying up the first team reps. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
We'll see where that goes.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Football.
Football back, y'all.
Yeah. Football's back. We'll talk about it more in the coming weeks and months until the Super Bowl. So yeah, we'll give our thoughts. If you watched us the past couple of years, we've been trying to hit on it a lot. So yeah. So what the news, quickly mentioning other news you need to know. Lakers 12.5 billion sell to Joshua Kushner and Bob Iger, follow Mark Walters' quick 2.5 billion profit amid federal scrutiny, raising concerns over legal motivations, Kushner's political connections, and instability for the franchise's legacy. Front office and Genie Bus's future role. So yeah, that is fishy when we did talk about Mark Walters' little stunt or so
Mhm.
being federal investigations. maybe this is why he sold it to get a little bit of money and get away from everything that's going on. I don't know, but then Donald Trump's into it, saying that a little bit Donald Trump owns it now because Kushner is married to the family. So I don't know, guys, but that's very interesting that Lakers sold. And did LeBron leave because he saw something going on in that situation? We don't know, but that is very freaking interesting that we covered that a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah. Former boxer Pritchard Colin has died at 33, nearly 11 years after a fatal brain injury from illegal blows in a 2015 fight. His case inspired the WBC's Pritchard Colin rule, enforcing stricter penalties for rabbit punches and transforming boxing safety standards.
That's bad.
Yeah, it is, man. His career ended very shortly after that, and people were pissed because, like, what the fuck, he didn't get disqualified for punching him in the back of the head multiple times. From what I've heard, like, the medics and stuff were looking at him, but they gave him the okay to go back, even though he was feeling kind of dizzy and stuff, and after the fact that he just wasn't himself after that. So rest in peace to the guy. Man, boxing, man, fuck, man, you're risking a lot, especially just trying to figure it out right there and then if I'm good to go. You never know, so watch out, guys. Oh man. But Westbrook retired on August 12, 2026 after 18 NBA seasons, turning down offers from the Kings and Wizards. He leaves as all-time triple-double leader, 2017 MVP, a 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, one-time scoring champ, two-time scoring champ, and Olympic gold medalist. So, congrats to him, man. He left when he wanted to leave and not anyone else. But yeah, the triple double. Hopefully,
I
his
remember when he stayed getting triple doubles like
Yeah.
every other week. I'm like, dang,
for like 4 seasons straight or so.
man.
Pretty good, pretty good. But yeah, congrats to him. It's gonna be passed up, man. This is his generation right now that he's the all-time scorer for the triple doubles, and eventually he's gonna be passed up. But yeah, good for him. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. Megan Thee Stallion told that IMO podcast that fame is easier than ever, good or bad, since anything can go viral. She values artistry over fleeting fame, prioritizes personal peace and creative control, and credits therapy and boundaries for her mental resilience and career longevity. She was getting backlash because of, she's saying fame and stuff. Look at her music, the way it is and everything. But I kind of get what she's saying, that good or bad, anyone could be famous, no creativity. You could do some dumb shit and go viral and be famous and make hello tons of money. And yeah, there's just like no real creativity. People are just going viral for dumb reasons, in my
Yeah,
opinion. So I don't know anything about it. Anything on that?
yeah. They say, like they've always said, publicity is publicity, good or bad.
Yeah. And now, and social media is just everyone can. Yeah, you don't have to have like any talent or anything. Just go out there, tell a story, use AI to tell a story, and like, goddamn, you're already
Mhm.
famous. Yeah. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. The FAA hired over 2,000 video gamers as air traffic controllers, reaching 94% of its annual hiring goal, faster than ever. Gamers were targeted because current controllers say gaming builds the cognitive skills needed for the job. Another 2,000 candidates are in the pipeline. That's pretty smart. That's pretty smart, especially yeah, gamers are cognitively, they're in control. They know where to look. They think further in the future. They're statistically like way better players and maybe traffic controllers too. And just to fill in the traffic controllers, throughout the years, we've been having these accidents and being fired because of the fuck is it called? when we had the people being laid off for a couple months.
The government shut down.
The government shut down, everything that was going on with that. Uh, people missing work just because they had to find other jobs. But everything with the FAA that was going on at that time, I forgot. But good for them. Good for them for sure. So, and yeah, if you're a gamer, goddamn, you got skills for sure. Comedian Damon Darling, you heard about this? Has been banned for life from all Walmart, Sam's Club, and Murphy USA locations after years of disruptive prank videos. Walmart's clarified the ban isn't for recent positive content, and Darling told fans not to boycott or harass the retailer. He's the guy with the long beard, with dreads or whatever you call it. I don't know. But something about $1, like, do you have a
Oh, the
dollar?
guy
That
that's
guy. That's like the more recent ones that it's gone
I
by.
know who that is. I didn't know his name, but he'd be like, "Oh, do you have $1?" And they'd be like, "No," and he was like, he would try to give $1, and they get like hella mad.
Yeah, he was like, I thought you were broke, and then at the end of it, he would pay for their groceries. But even before that, pranks. There was one where he dumped a whole gallon of milk.
Yeah,
He was at the cash register. He would just dump it all over him, and
just
he went viral for that.
like I know they say it's a prank, but sometimes people don't want to be messed with. People just want to go grocery shop. It's just like yeah, harmless pranks are cool,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I just and sometimes people are like, oh, F them. They don't have a sense of humor. I feel like people forget that they don't know what the hell was going on in somebody's life that day. You don't know what happened to that person that day. You don't know if they lost somebody. You don't know if they got fired. You don't know if they're trying to use their last, to get groceries. You don't know if they struggling. You
Mm-hmm.
just don't know people's stories. And that's why I'm just like,
Leave people alone.
leave people alone.
Yeah, yeah.
What happened to pulling pranks on your friends? You know what I mean? Why you gotta mess with strangers?
Yeah, right. And it's in their policy that they don't want any of their customers to be bothered or filmed. It's like completely against their policy.
And a lot of people just feels like entitled sometimes too to mess with people. Like sometimes it be seem like that people got audacity to get mad
Hmm?
that strangers are getting upset that they're being harassed. It's like, are you crazy?
Right, right. Oh, it's a joke, or he was doing good and stuff, but bro, you're violating a lot of people's space, okay, for your content, and it's ridiculous at the end of the day. But comment below your guys' thoughts on that. That's just our thoughts. Leave people alone. Share your thoughts, like this episode, and follow our channel for free. Sign up for a chance to win free merch. QR code at the end of the show. Do you need a live streaming and video production software service? Well, look no further. This show is powered by Ecamm Live. We partnered with them for live streaming. Ecamm Live is a top tier Mac software built for creators, professionals, and businesses. It features multi-camera support, real-time camera switching, screen sharing, overlays, and integrated audience comments. The intuitive interface makes streaming, recording, podcasting, and presenting simple with seamless integration across all platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Ecamm Line is the go-to solution for producing high-quality live broadcasts. Start your free 14-day trial today by clicking the link provided or the QR code. Appreciate it. Support us so we can support you guys. Use referral code LCS at checkout to let them know we sent you. Okay.
Look how dark it was when you first
Hella dark.
Hella
Now we got lighting. I mean,
we didn't even should have called it podcast after hours. How
Right.
dark it was. Put some little neon lights in the background.
Right. We gotta redo that, and plus we got way more to do in the later futures. Our third year, guys, it's so hard. You know, you don't know.
It's all right though.
It is.
We here and we ain't going nowhere.
Mm.
Now, Jaylen Brown just called out the NBA agent scene for what it is: messy and often predatory. He says about 60% of players burn through their money within a decade of joining the league. Why? According to Brown, agents swoop in, take a hefty cut of those rookie contracts, and disappear, leaving young stars, many from tough backgrounds, with no financial guidance and no plan for the future.
Let's take a look at the video.
I hope I ruffle all the feathers, like all of them. The agency model isn't working. It's a bunch of players going broke when they retire.
Right.
It's like 60% of players within the first 10 years are losing majority of their wealth. Like making millions of dollars, players are going broke.
Right.
You know, living check to check,
Right.
etc. You can blame the athlete, or maybe they living expenses, of course, but they was 18 and 19-year-old when they came into wealth, and the people that represented them didn't help them handle that to no capacity or care to. You know what I mean? After they get you and they get in your pocket, they just go get the next one and get in his pocket.
Right. Absolutely.
And this is what I'm gonna stand on. And this could be controversial. I don't care, because I lose my platform for who's coming next. If you can't help me at 18 and 19-year-old to maintain my wealth, build a legacy, and keep what I'm earning, and be able to influence me on my decision making, shouldn't be representing me in the first place. Shouldn't even be allowed to walk into my house. But we allow this agency model. They keep coming in and they keep stripping everything that we giving it right back to the same people that, you know, that was giving it to us in the first place, and giving it right back. And something got to change. You know, it might be ruffling a few feathers, but there's been people taking advantage off of these 18, 19 young kids, and nobody says nothing. I think that's a part of the problem, where we don't say that, and we just allow that to be normalized. No, that ain't normal. You get millions of dollars and now you broke.
Yeah.
And the people that's representing you can't even pick up the phone now.
Right.
So like, nah, these people have continued to do that, and they're going to continue to do it because they see it as business and economic opportunity.
Right.
So Brown's main gripe: if agents aren't invested in their clients' long-term success, why should they represent them at all? He ditched the traditional agent model himself, instead using the Players Association for legal advice. It's not just the NBA either. NFL players like Richard Sherman and Sheldon Day are building their own platforms to protect athletes, while stars like Lamar Jackson and Caleb Williams are negotiating their own deals to keep more of their earnings. The reality: taxes, agent fees, league rules, family pressure, and bad investments can strip away more than half of a player's contract before they see a dime. Brown's challenge is sparking a bigger conversation about athlete wealth, financial literacy, and whether the system is built to actually help players beyond that first paycheck.
Okay, first thing I want to say, I know a lot of people don't care because they get millions of dollars or so, but like they are going through something that we are unaware of. Okay, yeah, they make millions of dollars. We get it. You shouldn't be spending your money there. We shouldn't feel bad. But if they have concerns, for the people in their economy, the young generation coming up into that, they should be able to talk about it, and we shouldn't be scrutinizing them. You know what I mean? In a way, it's just like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
At the end of the day, they're athletes. They put their bodies through stuff. You know, they don't live the normal lifestyle like everybody. They have regimens and workouts and things that they have to live by to keep their body. Their body is their moneymaker. They are athletes,
pretty much.
and they have to stay on top, or that's it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
On to the next one. There's plenty of people. They're always fighting for their spot on whatever team they are on in whatever league they're in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they gotta, it's them against the world for real. You know that saying. I know we be hearing it and we like, yeah, whatever, but it's true. More money, more problems.
No, yeah, that's true.
For sure. And he, like anything else we've heard about, it's a trend. Music industry, actors, athletes, they're always predatory people. Like, okay, these people grind from the gutter. They get it out the mud. They make it. You know what I mean? And then they gonna hop on the first people that promise them. They be making all these promises to them.
Yeah.
And then they rob them blind because, they don't know no better, like you said.
Yeah.
It's kids. They just got out of high school.
Yeah, that's true. And that's why, like, looking at union wise, it is good. Fuck. It is good to look at a union because they have tools and other agencies to guide you through that. So don't think that the union's super bad. Like they're there to help if you want to take it or not. But if you want to go your own route, that's like your own risk. And just yeah, 18, 19, especially in the school system, you're not really taught that, or even the older generation is not really taught that. They're actually just coming into the information too. But just got prepared for it. Yeah, you know, get your advice from other players, the older the older veterans of the NFL or NBA, get their thoughts on it because time and time again you see these players on the streets and you wonder and you make fun of them like the fuck man. Again, mismanagement, the agents take 10% 15% from them every single time just to hopefully give them, and they're not financial advisors either, they're your agents to push you further into the league or to get you into brand deals, into commercials and everything. But that 10-15% off of $1 million, man, they haven't seen that money, uh, a lot of money. So they'll just, yeah, definitely run away at the end of the day. But anything else, Jess? You good,
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's
pretty much.
hopefully, like he said, they stick together. It's gonna take them. They're in the position. They're in the situations they see it, and they know it better than anyone else.
Yeah.
It's gonna take them to make their own agencies that are player friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that might happen, especially maybe with these uh athletes that have retired and have found success. Players like Marshawn Lynch, they've been able to maintain wealth. Those are the guys you got to look towards to get that advice. The ones that are actually able to maintain wealth, find out, what did you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully they come together and build a community within them and help out these guys coming along.
Even like the Richard Sherman, the players company, which is really great, man. Like they
Hmm.
are able to build something on their own. They see other players struggling and build their own company to help other players. That's great, man, because obviously they saw something that was wrong, that these agencies just took advantage of these young guys and now build up their own agency and try to help out other people in the long run because sports isn't going anywhere, man. There's going to be every season new players, a small percentage of players, but they need guidance too. And sometimes fatherless homes, they're not always there to guide them too, or the family members are just, scraping just to get some type of money or some fame or a big ass house, some nice ass cars. But is that financially uh, steady for the long run? I don't think so. But, you know, that's just they see a bunch of money. They see you as the golden child to make that type of money. But NFL players face 78% rate of financial trouble post retirement, even worse than the NBA's 60%. Richard Sherman's player company initiative. Agent fees on marketing and endorsement deals can skyrocket to 25%. See, way above team contract caps. League escrow systems withhold about 10% of paychecks to balance revenue sharing, which athletes often never see. Divorce rates for athletes run between 60 to 80%, often wiping out huge chunks of wealth. Damn. Many young athletes refuse prenuptial agreements due to stigma, leaving their earnings vulnerable in divorce settlements. And bro, these women out there, they see the athlete, they see something, and it just you kind of see a pattern with them and throughout the NBA with Luka Doncic too. Like the woman wants $50 million, but she's not on the court and stuff. Like
If I was a millionaire athlete, I'm gonna be one lonely motherfucker.
one lonely motherfucker.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
It's because unfortunately for a lot of them, Like, LeBron James, he grew up with his wife, basically. His high school sweethearts. Not everybody has a situation like that where they grew together and they here and, they stick beside them. A lot of them get to fame and then these, not all of them, but, there are still going to be women that seek you out because they got dollar signs in their eyes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he rich, you know?
True. Not a huge percentage, but a small percentage. But the ones that they they get the big news, and it's just an umbrella now that everyone's over it. No, 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 not everyone, guys. But just find that special person, build with that person, and hopefully she doesn't take all your millions.
Rob you blind.
Dude, it's hard. It's hard to find, but they're out there. I think the majority percentage, that's just a small percentage of women do that. And don't put a huge umbrella over all women. All women are gold diggers. All women want all this millions of dollars and divorce you throughout the.
Because it's not all of them.
It's not all of them. Yeah, you're right, Jess. But yeah, comment below your guys' thoughts on that. Yeah, let's move on.
You heard about Enes Kanter? Is that his name?
No.
Freedom and Royce White trying to enter the 2027 WNBA draft. What's up with that? These ex-NBA players are calling out the league's fuzzy rules on transgender athletes by claiming their identity as women. Kanter said, "If I say I'm a woman, you got to accept it," pushing the WNBA's own vague policy to the edge. But do you think the WNBA is going to just let that slide? Nah. Commissioner Kathleen Engelbert called their moves bad faith efforts, and the Players Association ain't having it either. Why? Because the league's rule book says only women can play, but it doesn't clearly define women. So Kanter and White are trolling the league to force a real definition. Meanwhile, the WNBA held a meeting to talk transgender eligibility and player safety, but no new rules came out. Will the league clarify or keep dodging? Kanter is even threatening legal action if they reject him outright. Are these declarations serious attempts or just political stunts? One thing's clear. This drama is not going away anytime soon. The WNBA is caught in real culture clash.
I mean, from last week when we were talking about it, you clearly know what we saying if you follow the show that they're just showing. Oh my god, they're trolling for sure. They're trolling, and people are hyping it up like hell yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it. Fucking hell, I didn't even start it. Something I want to try again later. Well, fuck it, whatever. Now Rumble, but at the end of the day, they're still thinking about like the commissioner is still thinking about like, okay, we're gonna take weeks, months just to go through this. They don't want to ruffle any feathers with investors or whoever is running the WNBA and shit. That guys, I like the fuck else are we gonna say? If you really want to hear anything we got, go back to our last episode.
This is why exactly where they want you. You're not allowed to say anything anymore without you being deemed a horrible person.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Are they trolling? Maybe.
They're for sure
trolling. What if they are being accepted and then that they do?
They're trying to press the issue. Like
press the issue.
They're trying to basically. I feel like they're trying to basically say, make this clear.
Yeah.
Stop make it clear cut and obvious.
Yeah.
Is women only and define what it is. That's what they basically saying. Do that or let me in. Because technically speaking, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
This is what I identify as. What are you going to say about that? We have made that acceptable. This is why I identify as. I am that. Let me in.
Yeah. Like you don't even have to go through the process of being transgender or anything, but
they're just showing the ugly truth of it.
Yeah.
Is this ridiculous?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. I mean, damn.
Oh shit. Enes Kanter freedom and Royce White's declaration have sparked nationwide debates on sports talk shows and political panels, making it a major culture war headline. Legal experts say WNBA has broad discretion to reject entries that don't meet spirit or letter of eligibility rules, making Kanter and White's chances practically zero. Several WNBA players publicly condemned the stunt on social media, emphasizing respect for transgender individuals, but opposing what they call political games. The WNBA's anti-hate task force reported to significant spike in online abuse and threats towards players following this controversy. Other major sports leagues, including NCAA and FIBA, have already set strict medical and legal criteria for transgender athletes, while the WNBA lags behind in formal policy. Regardless, bro, just make it known. Like, only women. Why do you have to make this whole transgender different policy or guidelines to accept transgender people? Like, no, it's not fair for any women. So I'm glad that hopefully this is true, that they're just trolling them, and to get a better definition for them to, let only women play and stop beating the bush around, oh, well, women that go through this transition and stuff are acceptable. There's differences, people. I hate talking about it, and it's ridiculous. Everyone understands. Majority of the world understands that there is differences. Only America that we have in this fucking issue. Why the fuck? Why? America's no different from all over the world, man. Well, in France, you got that one guy, so, or woman, whatever. But yeah, comment below your guys' thoughts on that. Stick around with us. We getting into NolanWells updates, Tyga's AI controversy, influencer stabbing case, and culture corner. Okay. Yeah. So the update, we got the audio. My thoughts have changed slightly. In a way, I still feel the same about it the last time we talked about it, but my thoughts have changed. So let me get a little bit close to my context. The NolanWells case has gripped the nation like a true crime thriller. Nolan, 18, disappeared and was later found dead under suspicious circumstances on Horn Island, Mississippi. His family, with civil rights attorney Ben Crump and backing from the Congressional Black Caucus, is demanding the DOJ and FBI open a full investigation. Yeah, the state's autopsy report is open a full, oh my god, sealed, while the family's pathologist says the cause of death is undermined due to missing body parts vital for proving if Nolan was strangled or drowned. Things get murkier. Nolan's phone was found wiped at all Snapchat and messages from the crucial time on the island, raising more questions. His friends claim he felt he left to hitch a ride back, but his friend is skeptical. Yeah, very skeptical. What is it? There's a frantic "we're sinking" Marine tow call, yet Nolan supposedly wasn't on the boat when it departed. So yeah, the phone was wiped. That's fishy. The friends had the phone, obviously, or allegedly. But here's the audio from the boat emergency thing. Yeah, let's take a listen.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
So they they had the audio. Yeah, there's a woman talking, but they just isolated it to them hearing it in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you killed him. He's already dead. Is he dead? They yelled at Nolan. That's like very clear in a lot of videos that I've seen. It's very clear. So that's very fishy. But meanwhile, federal charges have been filed against people accused of threatening witnesses, adding layers to his already tangled story. The public is left waiting for answers. Both the grand jury and FBI are still silent, with the official autopsy unreleased and so many loose ends. The truth behind Nolan's death remains a mystery. It is a mystery still. But the public perception on it is that they're guilty as fuck. As fuck. But I know, Jess. Do you have any thoughts right now that you said that you didn't have thoughts before that you want to get off your chest
No.
at all?
Any thoughts that I have, find any upset African American person
Mhm.
on TikTok. It's gonna match whatever they say.
Okay, let me bring up things that you have said to me that around that Mississippi area there is racist people. I believe that completely. You know, people grow up becoming racist because of their family members or whatever the community feel like with black people. I totally believe in that. I'm not downgrading that situation that probably Nolan went through. You know, he probably thought things changed around the community if I hang out with a bunch of white people and they see me differently, how cool I am, or we get along. But I don't know, subconsciously deep down in them, they're the way they are, and
I
shit
couldn't even
happens.
say he thought like that, honestly, because apparently, they grew up together. That thought probably never even crossed his mind, for real.
For him, but yeah, or they were jealous or something. But
We don't know,
we
and it could have been an accident.
yeah,
We
could be.
don't know,
Yeah.
but this happens too often.
Mm-hmm.
An accident.
Mm-hmm.
An accident, and it's just a web of bullshit around an accident. An accident.
But it is fishy with the cover up and everything, especially they went home, took their phone,
An
again,
accident.
invested accident, allegedly an accident, but got to get their story straight. The mom is a attorney or prosecutor or something, that works in the courts around
Lawyering up
lowering
before
up.
he was even found.
Yeah.
But he wasn't with y'all, so
Yeah.
what'd you need to do that for?
Again, we don't know, but yeah, people are sick. White people are your mindset. If you think you gotta downgrade a person by the color of their skin, you're a fucking idiot. Please, like, change your mindset, change the way people taught you. You're an idiot if you think just because of the color of your skin that they're different. They're human beings, for Christ's sakes. And that's the reality that I had to come clean about. Yeah, I'm hopeful that we are going to move away from that, but we have to point out the fact that it happens. People are getting killed because of the color of their skin, or they're treated differently, or being arrested, or being jailed differently because of the color of their skin. 14th Amendment, if you ever hear about that systematically black people are treated totally different in this country, and it's ridiculous that we have to move away from that. Again, with the division, I'm still for that division. This story blew up. White people, black people, there's a race war. It's your fault. Look at your race. It's all your fault. I really still believe that this is part of it. Like, divide the country, don't get together. There's more stories coming out that black and white, division, division, division. That's the tactic, the oldest tactic in the fucking book. For Christ's sakes. But I don't know if there's been other stories saying this is it just regurgitated story that NolanWells is from way back then, 2015 or something, that it was an old story. I don't know. But looking at
Oh, you
it,
talking about that story that article people found?
yeah, that one. If you ever saw that, I don't know. It is. It could be a possibility too, because again, we want to divide this country. We don't want anyone to come together or, against us, the government, because the government is doing horrible, speakable things in the Middle East or with our citizens, and the discrepancies with the poor and the rich. Like, you got to deal with it. But no, the writing's on the wall. People see it. People are talking about it, and yeah. So the Congressional Black Caucus is officially backing the family's call for DOJ and FBI involvement. 3 unrelated individuals have been federally charged for death threats against witnesses and officials. Even that, like, that's fishy as fuck. Like, why are you threatening people that are trying to come out and talk about it? That's very fishy, especially in Mississippi. Like, you don't want you're already on the fucking map for the whole country to keep looking at you, and now you're trying to hide shit. No. Independent audio experts warn that online enhanced audio clips claiming incriminating phrases could be distorted noise. Could be, but people are trying to figure shit out, and based off of that audio, it's very clear that something happened on the boat or happened on the island, that the kids are fucking lying. But we will see. The family's legal team has formally requested prosecutors help to access Nolan's phone data and amid disputes over phone custody and deleted content. Are you sure, Jess? Yes, there is racist fucking people out there. Okay, especially in the South. Crazy racist.
Especially everywhere.
Especially everywhere. But you're fucking dumb if you have to degrade other people based off of their skin and treat them completely fucking different. Yes. I love Jess. She's a human being. I love her heart. I'm gonna fuck. I'm not even gonna go further, but I love you, Jess. Okay.
Dolly, they think you albino.
They think I'm.
I'm just playing.
They really think I'm fucking. They don't even know that
I'm just playing.
I'm Asian. I'm Asian, but I'm for the culture, man. I'm for trying to unite people, but point out the reality that we're living in is the first step. Okay, let's get together. This is wrong. Comment below you guys' thoughts on that. We got to move on. Tyga. You guys remember Tyga? Tyga. But his AI. Over the years, we've been talking about AI, how it's been coming up, and people using it as a tool, or people using it as complete, like even Suno AI. Just type it in. I got this music. I'm gonna post it and make millions of dollars off of it. No, not today's world, guys. Especially in this story, we'll talk about it. Okay. Tyga's ignited a firestorm in the music industry after revealing the use AI tools to create instrumental parts for his synth pop album Starface, released on July 1st. In an August interview with Vibe, Tyga clarified that while AI crafted the 80s synths like in the Backlash, synth and guitar solos, the songwriting and vocals were all him. He likened the Backlash to the uproar over auto-tune, urging artists to embrace technology. But critics were brutal. Pitchfork slapped the album with a rare 0.0 branding. It's slop pop and soulless, while Doja Cat mocked Tyga online, calling him a penis for dropping what she dubbed an AI album. The controversy deepened when Phoenix Flexen of Shoreline Mafia admitted to using AI on his hit Rubbers, prompting Spotify to announce new transparency rules. Soon, AI persona badges will appear on AI generated profiles, and those artists will be blacklisted from playlists. The music world is divided. Some listeners condemn AI tracks as lifeless, often are indifferent, and minorities say AI as a valid creative tool. Tyga saga marks a pivotal moment as AI's role in the music production forces the industry to confront questions about authenticity, artistry, and the future. Yeah. What Megan Thee Stallion said, that, creativity is you know you good?
Yeah.
Okay. But all in all, man, I see it as a tool. You're a fool to use it just to create some dumbass music that you hopefully will blow up, because a lot of people done that and they did make millions, but now they're cut off from it because real creativity. Um, yeah, basically what Tyga said, like this is like the auto tune. People didn't like auto tune. Now people, because of T-Pain, love auto tune. Some people, but it's a tool. It's a tool. You're gonna use your songwriting, some guitar solos, maybe bring in some 80s, 70s music into what you are creating, and you know, not fully just create AI and stuff with it. You gotta spice it up a little bit. Give it your little takes. Give it your little creativity. Don't let it fully control you, because yeah, it is fucking slop pretty much. A lot of AI photos, AI videos, AI music. If you have the lyrics, if you have some music engineering and stuff, use it. But don't completely take control. Let it take control of you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jess?
Y'all robots.
I mean,
Use your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Unless y'all not capable anymore.
Wait.
Message.
Are you capable?
People that can still come up with ideas on their own are the people that's making all the money right now.
Yeah.
Remember that.
And
gotta remember, you can, like Dolly said, you can use AI as a tool, but if you're trying to solely rely on AI, remember that you and millions of other people are gonna have the same idea that AI didn't just spit out, the same idea millions of times.
Yeah.
And in an oversaturated market.
Yeah. Again, use your music engineering. Okay. If you're really a creative person, change it up a bit. But if you're just using it for money and shit, you're gonna fail. And basically, Spotify deleted over 75 million spam AI generated short tracks in the past year to combat streaming fraud. The U.S. Copyright Office states fully AI generated tracks have no copyright and fall into the public domain. Congress is pushing the No Fakes Act to criminalize unauthorized AI deepfakes or voices and likenesses. YouTube revamped its partner program to demonetize channels uploading raw AI generated content, music content. Independent producers use AI now more as a creative assistant, stem separation, mixing, rather than full generators. So, there you go. All the slop and shit is being deleted or not being monetized because you guys are bullshitting the system, trying to make hella. And again, you can make hella money. You can, but just generating bullshit stuff is not gonna cut it anymore. If it's just AI. The tool's in your hand, guys, but being creative plays a big part. Using your own brain plays a big part. Don't just let it take control of you. That's all I gotta say, okay? All right.
Message.
That's it. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm hating. Maybe I should just do the same thing you guys are doing and try to make millions of dollars. Maybe. But comment below your guys' thoughts on that.
Don't be mad when AI come back and start beating y'all asses. I remember you.
I know, man.
You made me say the ABCs in 5 different languages and count from 1,000,000. I'ma kill you.
Not yet. They still haven't got that. Yeah, after this last story on viral views, we react to a compilation of teachers speaking out about students not able to read or write at grade level.
Dang.
Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. Yes, appreciate everybody. Get in here, man. We're trying to have these conversations, man. All right, so Courtney Clenney's. Courtney Clenney, a 30-year-old former OnlyFans and Instagram model, pleaded guilty in August 2026 to manslaughter with a deadly weapon for fatally stabbing her boyfriend Christian Obumzeli in their Miami condo in April 2022. Clenney was sentenced to 6 years, but with nearly 4 years already served in jail, she expected to spend about 2 more years behind bars, followed by 5 years of probation. Clenney initially claimed self-defense, saying she threw a knife during a violent argument. Prosecutors, however, presented evidence contradicting her story, including a surveillance video showing Clenney repeatedly hitting Abumseli in an elevator and forensic analysis disproving the knife throwing claim. As part of the plea deal approved by Obumseli's family, Clenney must undergo mental health and substance abuse treatment and is barred from profiting off the case. A wrongful death lawsuit brought by Umbumseli's family was quietly settled in 2025. The case sparked a national debate about race and privilege in sentencing, especially compared to Carmelo Anthony's recent 35-year sentence for a similar crime. Umbumseli's mother gave an emotional statement urging the public to remember his character. Yeah. Anything on that? Just
R.I.P.
yeah. Another black person off of a rage of a white woman or a white person. Again, I don't want it to divide, but it's going to divide because of what Carmela Anthony. But hey, again, she took a plea deal, but she should have got more sentence. She shouldn't have 2 more years and then she's out. Is ridiculous to me. She stabbed the guy. Carmelo Anthony stabbed the guy. He didn't take a plea deal and went to court. I don't know if he did take a plea deal that he will get a lighter sentence. I doubt it because our justice system is fucked against black people. Okay, we say it time and time over again. The only way to change the system is just build your own. Damn near, build your own community. Stop killing each other too. Come on, Jess. You know what I'm saying about your community.
I mean, what community we gonna build for the new justice system?
I don't know.
Where are we gonna go?
We'll all figure it out.
Ah,
This next generation really is seeing what changes they could bring, like individually. People want to be prosecutors. People want to be attorneys. People want to be content creators. People want to be in the legal system.
they're
law
gonna
enforcement.
be AI
Yeah.
lawyers.
AI lawyers. God damn it, Jess. But it sucks, man. I don't know what issues she went through that she that had to come to that she had to stab the person. Again, OnlyFans influencer. They think they're on top of the world, that nothing could happen to them. I don't know her family. Maybe she had some ties into her sentencing, or the family had ties into who the judge is, or to get a lighter sentence. I don't know. But these families, bloodlines or so, the community wise, give me a lighter sentence, yada yada yada, for this and this and this. Hands were shaken around this case, possibly. but that happens a lot in a lot of cases, that you got to know someone to get a lighter sentence or to get money or yada yada. Am I wrong or am I right? I think I'm right on that. Yeah, it's sad that he had to go through that, and there was videos of her just covered in fucking blood, and in the courtroom she was smiling. Oh fuck, I didn't even have that video, but yeah, she was smiling because she's gonna get 2 more years and she's out. And then is she gonna profit off of this because she is an influencer? Is she gonna write books of domestic violence?
Well, they said she couldn't profit off the case.
She did say that. They did say that, and I hope she doesn't, because that's fucking ridiculous. That you're gonna smile, make money off of it, off of a fucking killing, and you're gonna fucking normalize this shit over and over. Even celebrities just normalize it. It sucks, man. Just be careful out there. But again, the people that you're with, hopefully you could trust, are probably your worst fucking enemy in this world. So you gotta watch out. But Courtney Clenney's case reignited discussions about the Stand Your Ground law in Florida and its impact domestic violence cases. Social media played a huge role in public opinion, with hashtags trending both for and against Clenney. The luxury condo building where the stabbings happened had received multiple domestic disturbances complaints about the couple prior to the incident. I think it was just a toxic relationship too, you know. Men really just try not to put their hands on women. You know, men really just try to get a handle of it, and she just probably, you know, at the end of the day just went crazy mentally and just, I'm just gonna do it, whatever happens type of thing, you know. Because who's gonna believe a fucking man about, you know, what a woman says? It's sad for men too, but that's the reality. Legal experts noted that Clenney's substantial online earnings allowed her to hire top defense attorneys, a key factor in securing plea deal. There you go. If you know someone, you know someone.
If you have money.
Yes. And if you have a fan that could help you out for a little something after 2 years, you know, we're going to do something, you know, later. But since the plea deal, Clenney's OnlyFans account has been permanently deactivated, cutting her off main income source. Sucker! I'm sorry. But you get what you deserve. And you should have got more fucking years, but, you know, again, with the justice system. Take a plea deal. I don't know. It just sucks. But boo.
Boo! You stink!
You suck. All right. But viral views. So this guy, there was a viral video featuring Darius Williams, a high school teacher and online food personality, who broke down in tears after discovering that his high school seniors could not read or write at grade level. But there are other teachers speaking out, not just him, guys. It's a huge discussion. A lot of teachers on TikTok have complained and talked about it, but you are just saying, well, you can't trust him. Well, there's more. Okay, so let's get into that.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Please don't get mad at me. But y'all kids, parents, y'all kids cannot read, and they cannot write, and they cannot spell.
Elementary school kids are not reading. Kids are not reading. Kids cannot read. It doesn't matter if your child's at an A school or if your child's at a D school or if your child's at a charter school or a private school. I have seen kids at all areas. They all struggle.
So yesterday I came to the realization my students can't read.
I'm going to just say this. I teach 7th grade. They are still performing on the 4th grade level.
7th grade English teacher here. I teach in Northern Houston, and I teach at one of the more affluent schools. When I tell you that these babies cannot read, they cannot write, and they cannot comprehend, I'm not being funny.
I don't think y'all understand that I have high school students who do not know how to spell their own name. Students who are in high school who are misspelling their own name.
These kids can't read.
They can't decode. They have no vocabulary, no background knowledge. I've never seen anything like it. For context, for 8 years, I taught a self-contained program for significant language-based learning disability. It was the step before being sent to a specialized school. My 5th graders with significant language-based learning disabilities could write better than non-disabled 7th graders can now.
Can confirm, as someone who just started substitute teaching, kids cannot read.
Do you guys know that Gen Alpha can't read?
Illinois has 24 schools where not a single child can read at a grade level.
This is an indication of a collapsing society. Because if a society was to collapse, it would look something like this. It would start with literacy. More than half of American adults read below a 6th grade level. 21% are considered functionally illiterate. But what does that mean? That means prescription bottles, job applications, government forms, things that you need in your day-to-day life are completely misunderstood or not understood at all. Before 4th grade, students learn to read. After 4th grade, students read to learn. So if they fall behind then, everything becomes harder afterwards. And literacy has continuously been tied to power. Enslaved people were forbidden to read because literacy creates independence. People who can critically read information are harder to manipulate. And now we're living in an era where people don't read, they consume content. Because literacy isn't just about books and picking up a book and being able to read it. It's about whether or not people can fully understand the world around them. And that affects everything. That affects your healthcare, your voting, your employment, and democracy itself.
Damn. They can't read.
Nope. I mean,
your kids can.
Yeah, they can. My brother had struggle to read. My brother had struggle to write and stuff. And I think he was diagnosed with dyslexia.
Yeah, but he was dyslexic.
Yeah, he was
It wasn't that he just couldn't do it. He just...
And he's 30 years old. We're talking about this new generation that are coming into a grade where they're not even meeting grade level. I would say blame the parents. You know, parents always on their phones, and I have that issue too. I'm always on the phones, but I gotta tell my kids to fucking read 30 minutes to an hour a day. Get them off the tablets. My son doesn't get the tablet till the weekend, and he has to read throughout the week. He has to write a summary. Give me a summary of what you read, so he can comprehend what he's reading. He's not just reading it to just get through it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I blame the parents. It is literally your guys' fault. You can't just expect to put your kids into school. There's like 20 to 30 kids per teacher. You think that teacher could get to everybody? No, obviously not. You have to do the job. And parents are blaming other parents because people are talking about it like this. Like, no. Stop relying on the teacher for everything. The teacher relies on you to be teaching your shit at home, and you're failing at that.
And you knew it started getting bad when, one, they started having a teacher shortage.
Yes.
2, these teachers reach out to these parents, and the parents don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's another problem, is that a lot of the times the teachers try to teach the class at the best of their ability, but when you have kids that disrupt and parents that don't want to discipline them,
yep,
this is what you get too.
Yeah. Parents, it's your fault, man. It's your fault. Oh man, I got this book. It's called Dumbing Us Down. It's like the hidden curriculum in school. Yeah, it's systemically, it's happened throughout the years, decades and decades, that they're slowly dumbing us down. And here we are. Collapse of a society of our next generation that...
And we talked about this in the past. I told you how that movie is going to be true in a minute. About the whole world being stupid.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's closer than y'all think. Yeah. Like, just look at how people be talking to each other in the comment section. Like, the logic is not there anymore. And I hope y'all see that. Like, these people, intelligence, empathy, all that is lacked.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
It's content driven too. People are just sucking up content.
People can't want... If your video is too long... If it's longer than 20 seconds...
3 seconds, Jess. 3 seconds.
Yeah, I'm being generous, really. If it's not a little short, a little baby video, too long. Attention span of a fly.
Yes. And reason why I saw the writing on the wall. I was like, we got to create this long content because we really do got to talk about it. Like, seniors can't even read at a grade level, yo. Seniors can't even write, can't do math at a grade level. And they're just passing them through. And that's why it's called dumbing us down. They're just passing them through.
Yeah, and I have a friend that works in that industry, and I heard that they can't. They're not. I don't think they're allowed to hold them back anymore.
Not anymore?
I don't think they. No, I don't think
they
they hold
stopped
them.
doing that.
That's crazy. Because when we were going to school, you got held the buck back.
No.
You ain't ready? Oh, you can do it again then until you are ready.
Yeah.
Nobody cares no more.
Yep.
Ooh-wee.
But again, it's the parents' fault. Like, get off the phones or actually discipline, actually be a fucking parent and stop relying on the school. The teachers don't get paid enough to deal with and babysit your fucking child, bro. Discipline your child. It's the parents' fault.
And when we went to school too, we had respect for the teachers back then. Like, yes, you had your disruptive people, but what did they do? Send them out to class, get back to work. For the most part, our generation was pretty respectful.
Yeah.
That is no longer because parents don't want to hold their kids accountable no more.
And our parents gave us flack, bro. We used to get.
Do y'all still show up to the school? I hope so.
Mhm.
Y'all need to start showing up sitting in the back of the classroom.
And even like in our school, the charter school's Facebook page, if I say anything that is trying to help, you have parents out there fighting me when I'm trying to help their fucking kids, or how they see like, oh, you're attacking my parenting and shit. Bro, obviously there's a fucking issue, and then you're attacking fucking me, even with the school lunches. Jess, I talk about school lunches, and it's terrible. Caden doesn't like the food. And then you have parents saying, well, my child likes the food. Bro. And I'm not trying to fight you. I'm just trying to let you know that the food's terrible, regardless of the fact. Like, it's not fresh. It's fucking, it's microwave, ready to consume, like fast food type of food. And it's not, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's the cafeteria prison food, man. And y'all arguing with me like, oh no, but my child likes it. Fuck you, all right? I'm sick of these fucking parents when I'm just trying to fucking help, and you want to goddamn argue. I'm sick of it. But Cabo, your guys' thoughts on that? What else does it say, man? We're trying to help out the next generation, but these parents are just ignorant and dumb. Idiocracy to its finest, and you guys just
y'all watch that movie. That's exactly what it's called. The movie is called Idiocracy.
Y'all think,
and we're very close.
I'm sorry, there's just really dumbass people out here.
Very close.
Dumb. I'm talking to you too. All right, talking to you, whoever's watching, you. But yeah, that's the end of the show, guys. If you hate us, you hate us. Who cares? DM on all of our socials, or tap into our email, lcsnation@yahoo.com. Stay current on the latest sports and celebrity and culture news. Hit that like button and share this video with a friend, and follow the channel. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video. I'm going to try to drop content every week, guys. I'm lacking, all right? But I'm still consistent on this. But positive note, positive post. The smartest decision you'll ever make is walking away from the chaos you never should have engaged in the first place. Not every battle is yours. Not every mess is worth fixing. Protect your peace and let fools play their own life. Have a great rest of your week. Stay blessed. See y'all next weekend. Peace out.